we see here our program from last time, but let's try one more thing. What happens to my screen if I change the width of my canvas? Well, because I used a variable to control the width and height of my canvas inside my canvas command, the canvas resizes, but the circle is no longer centered because I used static values. Let's see how we can fix this. If we no longer know the values of our constants, we can simply use the variables in their place. Let's look at finding the x-coordinate of this top left point. We can now just use the variable canvas width to represent the entire length of the canvas. This means that half of the length would just be canvas width divided by 2. If we subtract the value of circle radius from this canvas width divided by 2, we'll find the x-coordinate of that point. Let's see this in the editor. All I'm going to need to do now is edit the coordinates of my circle to make sure it stays centered no matter the size of the canvas or the radius of the circle. We just found that the x-coordinate of my top point should be canvas width divided by 2 minus circle radius. For the y-coordinate of this point, we have a similar equation. Instead of using the width, though, we're going to be using the height. Canvas height divided by 2 minus circle radius. And you can see that these coordinate points might get a little bit long, but don't worry, as long as you're writing them correctly with these variables, it should still work. Now, for the bottom right corner, we're going to use the same equations, but instead of subtracting the circle radius, we're just going to add it. So I'm going to copy and paste this. And instead of subtracting, I'm just going to add. Now let's see if my circle stays centered. Great. And even if I go back and change the radius or make the height of the canvas a little wider, it should stay centered. Perfect.